Welcome to the Patriot Hour. This is Michael, your host for April 29th, 2018. It's Sunday evening. We got some new Anon, Q clearance, updates, drops, breadcrumbs. We're going to get right into them. Don't go anywhere.
You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
All right, welcome back to the Patriot Hour. Okay, let me get this queued up. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe, like, share, comment after the video. Maybe give it a thumbs up. Ring the bell. That way you get all the newest updates as they come out. Okay, let's look at some of these Q updates. Okay, the last one I read was 1291, and that was on the 27th at 23:33, which is 11:33 p.m. Okay, so 1292, we had an anonymous Q Great Awakening post, increased chatter, reread Mueller, are you confused? Attempts to contact have failed. Can you trust your move? 11-9BD-23. Q reposted that. That's not a Q post. He reposted. That's a anonymous poster posting kind of like Q. Q puts at 21:17, which is 9:17 p.m. yesterday evening. Shall we play a game? Can you trust? You know that we know. You know what we have. Your move, Q. Let's open that one up here. This is still loading. Q talking to a clown. Go Q. Yeah. Tits. Oh my, get him, Q. Great, really. Timing is everything. Oh, the games we play, you are the most trusted one here, Q. Let's play. Ready? Why did POTUS interview FBI Director Mueller a day prior to special counsel appointment if impossible to assign position? Q suggests Trump was in on the decision to appoint Mueller. Seems like an AI response. I would take Q's advice, just saying. Interesting twist. How are you, Q? Whoops. The crowd in Michigan was alive tonight. All right. Yeah, so I guess it was a pretty big turnout. Great speech last night by Trump in Michigan. Sounded really good. Okay, 1292 in the series. We got the, no, wait, that was the last one. Right? Yeah. 1293. Q repost his own. Shall we play a game? Can you trust? Noted. IP ghost. Q. Let that load up. Grab this. Okay, so go Q. Confirm that you didn't sign nor trip code the post from the last bread. Black hats post cryptic messages. They're doing that all the time. We need to decipher the cryptic message to avoid threads. So typically, that's a cyber ghost, or they're kind of hiding behind a VPN, hiding their IP address, trying, being untraceable to an extent of it's just too lengthy to truly figure it out. Trust the plan. Sting. It's a witch hunt. Misinformation is necessary. They're scared. The Snowden program that was placed on all phones. Okay. We go to 1294 in the series. There is an anonymous poster posted this, trusting the plan, probably out of Michigan. We are not alone. I drove 3 hours with my wife's ex, but that's a whole nother story. We walked over a mile, stood outside, wind chill of 36 degree for 3 hours to support POTUS in Washington, Michigan. There were between 10 to 15,000 patriots standing outside watching POTUS on a jumbotron. There were shouts of Q Army, who's Q, and release the texts. If you think your efforts are not making a difference, my experience tonight says otherwise. Your efforts are more important than you'll ever know. So from someone who does not have your skill set, from one patriot to another, thank you for your service. Where we go one, we go all. Godspeed, patriots, stay strong, stay united, boom, week ahead, Q. So, there you go. $12.95 in the series. Right here, Q at 10:11 this morning. Be careful who you are following. Some are profiting off this movement. Some are building a big following off this movement, only then to retreat and go mainstream. Patriots make sacrifices. Some, the ultimate sacrifice. Patriots are selfless. Do they ask for monthly payments to remain patriots? Think logically. To some, it's only about the money. Those who would seek personal gain at the expense of others in this movement have an agenda. You decide. This is not a game. The only profit we should be all striving for is true freedom. I would add, and liberty. God bless you all, Q. Okay, that's a very real statement there, folks. So I'll take a minute and say, I've been thinking 3 to 4 years to get everything together. You could ask my personal friends. We will be doing a Patriot Hour show here this week. This has been talked about for years, before the Q movement, or Q, even came on the scene, before Trump was president, under Bush, or, Obama. The idea of having a channel, a platform, to try to spread some real truth has always been a big, big thing to me. So that does make sense. Never quite looked at it that way, but yeah, of course we have a donation. Then just talking to people, and some of the people out there were like, set this up, set that up. They couldn't donate more than once. And honestly, we probably don't need that. I did front. We got a few things donated, a lot of things I had over the years of being in IT in the field. Just things I worked for, jobs I've done, helping a family or a friend of a friend of a friend. And then, hey, would you want this monitor or this old computer? And I would definitely take the gear years ago. So we are going to be shutting down the Patreon. We got like 3 or maybe 4 people that did donate like $1. The amount did get up there. I think there was one person at 40. Thank you for the month that we've had it, 3 weeks. But I'm going to shut that down after this video and talk to the fellows about the donation, because I don't know if that's really considered a profit. And I'm not begging you guys to say, if you don't donate, I'm not going to do another show. So I don't know if there's other channels out there pushing. And another thing I've realized on a few that I have watched after hearing a lot of the chatter because they're always constantly talking about their channel being, oh, they're messing with it, they're shutting it down, follow me over here. That is agenda driven. I have not had one issue with YouTube. If you're monetizing, then there's rules to follow. And I think they're breaking the rules, showing things, doing things they shouldn't, and then they get the community strike. I don't think if you don't monetize, which I'm not doing, and I plan on never, we don't plan on ever monetizing the channel. I've come to that conclusion early on looking into it. We want to remain totally open and be able to say and show what I want, what we want. So that is my promise to you guys is Patreon will be gone, no more monthly. I don't know how much more of a patriot that I can show that I've served. I'm doing this for you guys, so we're going to continue to do it. I plan on always, and years ago, like I said, a news channel that is the truth, however that can be. So I will front the burden. Me and my buddies, we don't need anything. We got it all. And I'll never go mainstream. I would never sell out, ever. So that's my stand on that. For the few donations we've had, been great. We got some things on the way that are back ordered, and more things coming. So the few donations that we've had is going towards some things like that. Not a profit. I don't know what exactly is going on, but I've seen a few other channels where, man, in the beginning, they take 5 minutes pitching everything they own or need or want. And if you guys want more, you're going to need to help. Otherwise, I don't know. That's never been the case here. I will front this thing. Because more importantly is the truth, is the movement, is the word getting out to everybody and not at a cost. Now, this is America, and people do have the right to, if they do it for a living and they're traveling, going around, speaking, good guys like Bill Cooper back in the day might not have been 100% right in every aspect, I know, but, people used to give him a hard time. But that's what he did for a living, and in America, you're allowed to have a job, and he wasn't so much charging for the information as much as he was to pay his bills and his travel expenses. He would always hoped when he got there they'd do a small donation, kind of like at a church, but sometimes it didn't happen, and then he was out several $1,000 to travel and eat and stay the night for a weekend and speak for 12 hours up on a stage. People got to eat, but you guys, I will, no issues. I was never trying to profit. We were just trying to take away some of the burden of cost. So there's a big difference, profiting and just breaking even, or so I vow everybody to exactly careful who you follow and their agendas. All right, let's get back into these. Okay. So that was $12.95 in the series. Now we're going to go to $12.96. Q repost his last one that we just read there. The only prophet should be striving for true freedom. 10:17, and this morning Q responds on that. Personally, thank you to the BO, Bakers, Altruist, Anons, who continually dedicate their time and energy to the Great Awakening. You are all patriots. The hard part is coming to an end. The next phase will bring justice. Now that is something we've all been waiting for. Q+. So Altruists and Anons, okay? Continually dedicating. That is something I've been doing. Dedicated time, and energy. Okay, 1297. Takes his last one, repost it for context, and 1297 at 10:33 this morning, folks. Statements today needed to be made. Operators have died. They approach the field of battle without fear. They lay down their lives for you. They are selfless. They are fighting for our freedom. They fight unconditionally because they hold a core value, a value that we should all live in freedom. We honor them. We must do better to protect them. Where we go one, we go all. Q plus Patriots. Okay, I agree with all of that. God bless each and every one of them. Good men have definitely laid down their lives, and what they're doing right now, God bless. Okay, we'll get into a couple of Donald J. Trump tweets. 13. Right here, let's go to a great evening last night in Washington, Michigan. The enthusiasm, knowledge, and love in that room was unreal. To the many thousands of people who couldn't get in, I cherish you and will be back. This was at 4:21 a.m. We love you, President, is that first comment. Okay, great evening. I just read that one, didn't I? While Washington, Michigan was a big success, Washington, D.C. just didn't work. Everyone is talking about the fact that the White House Correspondents' Dinner was a very big, boring bust. The so-called comedian really bombed. At Greg Gutfeld should host next year. Just got the recent poll, much higher than President Obama at this same time. Well, much more has been accomplished. What poll? You're a liar. Yeah. This guy tries to do it, and it only goes to 17. Hey, idiot, the year is 2018. I don't know what year you're living in, but that chart only goes as 2017, and Trump's approval is higher than Obama's. And that guy never responds back. Okay. Well, maybe he did. Let's see. And he didn't. Okay. All right, folks. So there you have it. The updates for April 29th, and one, I think, from yesterday, or two, was it? 28th, 1, 2, 3. So, okay, so there you heard it. I'm not going to be a profiter, don't want to be, never wanted to be. I'm going to talk to the other guys, see what they think. We're going to break this down. Hey, it's a little donation thing still. There's a big difference, folks. Profiting, trying to profit is profit. Being like non-profit would be non-profit. Not that I'm, that's what we are, organization or anything, but there's still a big difference there. So again, probably just shut it all down, but definitely the Patreon. Appreciate the 3 weeks or so. A few people that wasn't even pushing it. Lots of people turned me on to that, and I looked into it, and it was a way for artists and blase. So sounded decent at the time, but it makes sense. Again, when all the Q is over with and the world's a better place, or possibly there, My idea is to keep going forward and bringing updates of news on my time, and I'll do that for free for the rest of my life. I don't care. So there you got it. Not gonna, go down that path. That makes sense. Again, I'm new at all this, so I'm learning as you guys are. Not new at the whole research, but it's all makes sense. These Q posts brings up a lot of old things early on, and we're moving forward, and we're just sitting back thinking how we want to move forward. I am anyway, and exactly. So keep joining us in the journey of breaking it all down. We are patriots, and sacrifices are being made for the collective future, the next generation, all of man and woman kind all around the globe. Make a better world for everybody, and that shouldn't cost anybody anything. The people at the top that have been creating all this have profited off the lives and for money, and costed us more grief than we can ever imagine. So we'll keep doing it, folks, and would never have asked like it would be stopped for $1. So again, this is Mike, the Patriot Hour. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new, please subscribe, share, like, comment. We love the comment section. You guys drop some comments down there. What other channels have you seen that are really pushing what Q's talking about? Maybe drop some names and we can look into it a little bit. I don't know. Just get the conversations going. And other than that, reread the post, get the comments going on them. Let's see where it digs us into. And we'll see you back here in the very next episode for the update. I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. Good evening, God bless, and Godspeed to each and every one of you. I'll see you back here real soon, next video. Good night.
You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
Hey, Froggy.